look at each other and feel what this meeting is doing with you. When you meet the other, try to fully open to this meeting. To meet another is to give up our thoughts about the other. We don't know. We really don't know. The tensions in our bodies, they are actually thoughts, beliefs, which we hold fast. We think that the world is as we think it is. You remember in the childhood, being kids and going out playing and just looking at the world, and you didn't know anything. We didn't know anything. We were just naturally relating. And connecting. There was no mind there to say that things should be in a certain way. I don't want things to be like this. And yes, if a child is upset, he would cry. And then the next moment, he's fully on. I think all of us, we are longing to go back to that space, isn't so? I mean, all this search, what is it for? What do we want? What do we want, really? What is it that we have lost? And where? Where did we lose ourselves? When do we lose ourselves? Every day. In not daring to be what we are. In thinking that we have to be different. Oh, I have to be different, otherwise I will not be appreciated, I will not be loved. I have to change myself. I have to be better. All these thoughts creating just tension and tension. Can we let go? And what does it require to let go? I know it's not that simple. It's not that simple, and though maybe the first step will be to investigate our thoughts and our beliefs something which many times we have no idea if it is true. So I guess the first step is always this descending into the body, because the body actually doesn't lie. We are trying to suppress it, we are trying to manipulate it, to put it down, but the body is the perfect mirror of our thoughts. And the thoughts and emotions, they meet in the body, and they don't lie. The emotions in the body, the feelings in the body, they don't lie. But then can we say the truth about it? Can we have the courage to stand up to this truth and say, this is it. This is how I feel. This is how I am right now. And be that. Do you recognize what I'm saying? Do you recognize this struggling of how to meet yourself and how to meet the world? Yes. And then we try yoga, and we try meditation, and we try mindfulness, and then it's this technique, and it's that technique, and it's this place, and it's this, which will make it. And it's true, all these meetings, all this searching, it's our journey. You know what they say, that in the beginning the mountains were the mountains. In the middle of the path, everything is chaos. And in the end, the mountains are mountains again. It's a bit like this. We need to get lost in order to find ourselves. And when we find ourselves, it's like, wow, it was there all the time. Of course, where else? It can be lost like something which, I had in my pocket and now it's gone. It's here. But the journey finding this and then realizing, that's the treasure. It's so simple. Have you read the book of The Alchemist? Book called Alchemist, yeah. Yes, it's like in that journey, you dream about the treasure, and then you look for the treasure, and it takes as long time as it takes. And in the end you realize that the treasure was buried in the tree there where you live, under the tree there where you live. And it's the same. It's just required that we dare to look deeper. What is happening, this process of separation from the childhood, through being in the society, through dealing, through doing, that dimension is forgotten. Unfortunately, that dimension is slowly forgotten. And then the way we interact, it's from a level which we know it's fake. It's not satisfying. It's this personalities meeting, and the persona is just a structure which is helpful out there. It's helpful to do things and be part of. But we long for this deeper meeting. and to dare to do this, because it's painful. It's painful to take these walls down. It's not that easy. It's an investment in each of these walls. It's every time we build a wall, it's because we need to protect something. We feel like, I'm hurt now, I need to protect myself. And then suddenly another wall is there. And another wall. When I started in school, and after the first day at school I came home, and I was sitting on a chair, and I was like hearing the voice of the teacher in my head, like repeating the lesson, and I was like, who is talking? It was for the first time there was a separation. And just asking this question, I could open up to this deep dimension of the being and just be there. And it was fascinating to see. I didn't really realize what is happening, but I was so shocked to see that suddenly it was a voice in my head, which was not there. I was just being. But this voice was coming and telling me things. And this is the learning process. This is how we learn things, and slowly, slowly we identify ourselves with this and that, and then suddenly we become this and that, this professor and this teacher and this, I don't know. You know, it's that deeper dimension, pure, deeper dimension is forgotten. But it's there and it's here all the time. I had a retreat for some years ago with my teacher, Swami Shankarananda Guru. He is a Kriya master. And he was asking us, do you know what is the biggest obstacle on this spiritual path? And you know, he is a monk, so people were saying, oh, the sexuality, maybe this is it, you know, it's you have to renounce the world, or maybe, you know, the ego, and people are having different ideas about what is the biggest obstacle. And he said that, well, yeah, of course you're right, all of you, but actually the fact that we don't believe that we are God, this is the highest obstacle. We forgot what we are. And I don't want to, you know, like, it's not a religious thing saying that we are God. It's not like that. It's beyond religion. It's words can't touch this, but it's the truth of our being. This is what we are. And in that we are not separate. How can we be separate in that? When you investigate your mind, when you investigate your thoughts, when you are true to your emotions, and really dare to be vulnerable, to open up, then you can go deeper. And this is actually, this and it's wonderful. It's wonderful to feel it and to be there, and we like it. But then we go home and we go back into what we know. So actually, this time together, I hope that I can give you some tips, or I don't know, inspire you from my journey with things which made a tremendous contribution to this, travel back home.
I was walking down a lonely road, looking for a place to rest.